Hi, and welcome to Josh and Tim Talk Sports. I'm Tim Shire.
I'm Josh Dome.
We'll talk a little sports today. We got.
Are you sure, Tim? Are we
I
talking
think
about
so.
sports today?
I think why
Sports?
not? We've not done that.
All right.
So we might as well do it.
All
Let's
right.
touch on some sports.
All right.
We'll talk about the Cavs, the Guardians, little NFL news, that the Bucks just took a downturn, and then we'll also, we're not going to have a dad joke. We're going to have a bad joke of the week this week. I think it's pretty good. Some may think it's distasteful, but I don't know.
Let's have some fun with it,
It's
man.
been a long time. I think it's okay. So,
I don't know it.
he has no idea. He may not think it's funny.
Maybe
He
not.
hasn't done anything funny since the first show, so we gotta see
No,
if
there
we
was
can change
one, I
that.
think, a few weeks ago that
I
wasn't
think,
too
did
bad.
you like the stepladder one too?
That one was good. That one was good.
I told that at the bowling. Let's start with that. I didn't have that on here.
Oh,
Let's start with that.
yeah.
Last week I went down to the OHSAA
Hey.
bowling, high school bowling championships for Division II. Saw the girls on Friday, and then the boys on Saturday. Locally, Fairport, the girls, they struggled. They're very young. They struggled. They finished 12th out of 16. They were in 15th at one point. They had a bad first game, and it kind of, then the second game was worse. Yeah, they struggled.
Yeah.
So, they'll improve.
Yeah.
They always do.
Yeah.
But then Saturday, individual bowler,
Mm-hmm.
our technical producer, Tony Throckmorton, he finished 4th in the state. Made the all-tournament team. Yes.
What?
I predicted it.
Really?
After the individuals bowled, the
Yeah.
other bowlers were still bowling, and they factor in too.
Uh-huh.
Because if they have higher scores, they can
Yeah.
knock the individuals out.
Right.
I believe only 4 individuals made it into the top 15.
Wow.
Tony had the highest individual score
Mm-hmm.
in the state.
And he was one decent game away from second place.
Oh, he really was. He struggled the first game, had a couple bad breaks,
Yeah.
a couple hits that, I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So after the singles finished, Tommy texted me, my son, Tommy texted me and asked me how he did, and I told him he had a 660, and he said, well, that's good. I said, yeah. I said, I'm going to predict 4th. And that's what,
You have the proof. You have the proof to back it up.
I do. I can show you the text.
I believe you.
Let me find this text.
All right.
I'm gonna
all
find
right.
this text. I want to show Josh. I want him to see that the. I think I'm on Tommy's text right now. Let's see if we can get to.
Cuckoo head.
Yes. We can get to that was Saturday.
Okay.
I think it was Sunday. It was Saturday. 660 is good on a tough shot. I said, he bowled very well, and then. Here I said he had a 660. I don't think he will win. I predict that he will make the all-tournament team, first team, and finish 4th.
Oh, it's there, folks. It's there.
Yeah, I just felt like from the yelling I heard from the regular games, there were some good games going on over there.
Uh-huh.
That might beat him, but he was something, man. He was something. Tony was great. He made everybody proud, from Wycliffe, that, those of us who went to Wycliffe, Coach Don Hill and I that were there, and there was not one person there when they announced him, not one person that was there with him from Wycliffe that wasn't crying.
Yep.
We were all, Don, Vicky, everybody,
His
we were
parents.
just,
Yep.
yeah, and it was great. I mean, and he just deserved it because we know how hard he's worked for this. He's worked so hard for this. It was good. I feel like you're emotional over there, Josh.
Yeah, because I worked so hard for something else and we didn't get it because it's a team sport called baseball.
It's hard, yeah, and I know how you feel. I remember when Tommy.
You remember that game though?
Well, and I remember Tommy's last game.
Oh, I remember Tommy's last game.
It's the end.
I was crying and I didn't even play in that game.
Yeah, it's the end. And you guys are younger guys like you were freshmen are crying because you know it's over for those guys.
Yeah.
You know, and you knew how hard Tommy worked and how hard he wanted that. And that's how I feel when it ends in baseball. You know, it's tough to be in that dugout because I know that it's ending. And well, the way it ended last year for us was tough. That happens though in baseball, or in sports. Like Trinity beat no one else the entire year. They beat us 3 times.
I just can't believe it, and I don't know. I just felt like that game. I felt like the team wasn't ready to play. I felt like the team didn't want to be there. I felt like the team was not ready going into that game.
I felt like they were ready. I think the coaching staff had them ready. I think what it was is, well, they beat us twice. They're not going to beat us.
Well, like I'm saying, I don't think they were mentally prepared for that game, and that's what I felt because I did everything in my power in that game, man.
Well, you know,
Everything.
I think
You know.
you and Calvin, honestly, and there's other guys too. I just can't go through everybody.
Yeah.
But you and Calvin, honestly, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You guys did everything you could. It was tough. It was hard to, you know, and I felt bad for you guys at the end. You know, I mean, I watched you guys play basically every game since your freshman year. You know, and it was hard. You know, but you guys, you know, you have nothing to be ashamed of. You know.
And I mean, while you're talking about that, quick shout out to Calvin at Thiel College.
Yes, our boy Calvin Kakowski.
Yeah.
Yes, that I look up to when I talk to him. Yeah, I think he was about the same height as me as a freshman.
Yeah, something
Woo!
close. Yeah.
Shut up. 6'3" listed in the, but it's so beautiful because in Thiel, online you look at the Thiel College. I believe he's 24. I think he's number 24.
Good number.
Calvin Kakowski. Pitcher, catcher, third base. And then underneath, hometown. Wycliffe, Ohio.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It makes me so happy when I see it. And, you know, I check every day to see how he's doing.
Yeah. And
it's just, I love it. I'm thinking, I'm looking at their schedule. I'd like to drive down and see a game. You know, so that's, we've pretty much spent almost 8 minutes on Wycliffe, which is, well, it really isn't enough time ever to talk.
No, it's not enough
It's
time.
not enough time.
Honestly,
but,
we didn't go overboard at all. Truly, I
No.
think we spent a good amount of time. Not enough time. You know, I guess we have to.
But I
move
think
on.
we'll move on now. We Cavs, the Cavs.
Oh, you're the Cavs. Yeah, we are Cleveland fans. That's right.
Yeah, and let's see here. I gotta pull it up. I want to pull up the.
Pull it up, Tim.
No, let's pull up the.
Let's pull
so
it
I
up.
want to see. We made our predictions. At the end of the first half. After the All-Star. What is this? I'm sorry. Getting all this stuff. Okay, so we made our predictions.
Yeah.
What the team would go. At the end of the first half. You said 13-8. I said 15-6. They're 3-3 thus far in the second half.
Okay.
So they have 15 games left. Now they have this odd thing. They can play in Miami tonight, then they play there again Friday. Then they go to Charlotte Sunday and stay in Charlotte and play there again on Tuesday.
Oh.
And then they play Brooklyn twice that way in a couple weeks.
Jeez.
And then they play that way in, what's the other one? Orlando in April. I've never seen this. In all the years I've been covering or a fan of the NBA, that they've done this type thing. The Cavs have 4 of these
That is
double,
weird.
I don't know, double headers or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
All away, too. None at home. What is that?
Sounds like a disadvantage to me, Tim.
It does, but Miami's really the only. Well, Brooklyn, I guess, is okay. They might be better without Kyrie.
And Kevin Durant?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, he's kind of good.
yeah, he's good. And he's not. I don't think there's a lot of evidence that he's a bad teammate.
No, I think he just shows up and does his thing.
I think what happened is he looked negative because of Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
So okay, so they're 3-3. So they would have to go 10-5 for yours, and mine they would have to go. What did I say?
You said 15, so
15-6, so they have to go 12-3.
All right, Tim.
Okay, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, there's really, I mean, there's games. A lot of games are winnable here. They got Miami 2, Charlotte 2, the 76ers, Washington, Brooklyn twice, Houston, Atlanta, the Knicks. Oh, and they owe Atlanta. The Knicks at home, the Pacers, 2 in Orlando, and then finish up with Charlotte. So that's not a hard schedule. So,
No.
but they have to play good against the bad teams.
Yes.
You know, but I notice people are just so negative though. Like you would think this team is, what are they now? They're 41-26. You'd think they're 26-41.
Yeah.
The way people act,
Yeah, because you lose a few games, you're the worst team in the league, I guess. I mean,
it just amazes.
they're
me.
starting to act like Browns fans. What's
They
going on
are.
here?
It's well, a lot of the same people.
Yeah.
So it's seeping in, I guess.
The real fans know how it is.
So they announced today. The Cavs did announce today that their March 15th, which is their next home game, is bow tie night. It's a fundraiser for Nick Gilbert and his disease. They showed there was a video today of Dan Gilbert talking to Cavs employees. It was sad to see Dan Gilbert in a wheelchair. Talking about Nick's disease, and I'm wondering, should I dress nice that night? Should I wear a bow tie? I'm wondering.
I think you should, Tim.
I'm thinking I should.
Yeah.
Because, I should.
I'd love to see you in a bow tie.
When I covered the Rockers, I dressed nice every game.
Yeah.
Wore a tie every
Yeah.
game. Yeah, I did. So maybe I'll go back to that for one day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did you wear anything fancy at the awards night the other day?
No. I had my red Buccaneers shirt on, these jeans.
Okay.
And that was it.
That's pretty fancy.
That was it. If you look at, I don't know if you're
It's 'cause
friends
it wasn't
with,
baseball.
I don't know if you're friends with Melissa Kolchak.
Oh, of course.
Chuck,
I
on
saw.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did
I'm
see
one of
those pictures.
fat
Yeah.
stomach. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, come on. Were you wearing that Wycliffe hat though?
I wasn't wearing
Yeah,
that.
I do remember that.
I did, and I did talk a little bit. Gave a little encouraging speech to the kids,
That's good.
letting them know that I didn't see anybody at state that was different than them. They could do it too. That we should make that every year. So, but so the Cavs, yeah. I mean, I don't think they're. I think they're going to finish out of New York. I do. Well, I did talk to Austin Carr the other day on the way in,
Yeah.
and he agreed with me that this is probably the best Knicks team since the late '80s, early '90s.
Really?
Yeah, they can play.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can. All
So-
those lefties they got over there.
Yeah. I mean, I still think the Cavs are better.
Yeah.
But
But the Knicks can play.
but our big men are gonna have to play more consistent.
Yeah, they got to be consistent.
And I'm not talking about scoring. I'm talking about defensively too.
Yeah.
I mean, and I've talked about Jared Allen, how much I like Jared Allen, and he's a great guy. He was like non-existent the other night in that
Really?
game. But he did get into foul trouble early,
Wow.
so that hurt.
Yeah.
So that might have been the cause of that. So,
Whoa.
wow, look at that. Wow. Wait, so
Big malfunction.
I guess
on the
a
show.
dropping of the mouse would be considered a mistake almost, I guess.
Oh no.
Did you make a mistake?
Oh,
before I
no.
did? Whoa! We
So-
have a first on Josh and Jim Talk Sports.
You see it here, folks. Anything can happen on this show. Anything.
Yeah, anything. We were going to have Chuck Kolchak this week,
Oh.
but that was going to be if we did it tomorrow. Couldn't come on.
yeah. He's gonna blow tonight.
Joey Schneider will be on with us next week.
Okay.
He's going to write for me for the Lake County Sentinel.
Yeah. Good to
He
hear.
left that at lousybelieveland.com, and he's going to write for me now
Yeah.
and He's going to start covering high school baseball.
Good.
Wycliffe, some Harvey games, some Fairport games, and maybe some others. I don't know, but so that's going to be good.
Yeah.
But okay. So finishing up with the NBA,
Uh,
my heart goes out to Milwaukee Bucks fans. We didn't get to touch on this last show. My heart goes out to them.
How
Like I said,
sentimental.
thoughts and prayers to the Milwaukee Bucks fans, knowing that Jimmy Haslam now owns 25% of your team, or as I like to refer to him and his wife as Jethro and Thelma Lou Haslam. For those of you who are old enough to remember Andy Griffith and Beverly Hillbillies. So yeah, so I feel Bucks fans just better hope he doesn't get control, because he will destroy them. He will tell you that it's okay. We're gonna cut payroll. We're gonna start over. We're gonna go 0-82.
We're gonna get rid of Giannis.
Yeah, we're gonna go 0-82. We can't win with him. We're gonna go 0-82, and then next year we're gonna we're gonna go 1-81. Then we're gonna go 0-82, and we're in great shape. We know you'll show up, so we don't care. Okay, so I hope
Like
he
a real
doesn't get.
familiar plan.
Yeah, I
Tim.
can't imagine where that, let's see how many titles that soccer team he owns wins after he's owned them a few years. They already had that whole roster when he bought them, when they won the championship. It's not like he did anything.
That was all him.
That's what some Browns fans will do. Because they're nuts.
Jeez.
But okay, let's NFL news. Like I guess we could go into that real quick. Not long. Lamar Jackson. What was it? What is that? Non-tendered franchise? Something.
That franchise. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
something.
yeah, something. So
I
he
forget what that
he
is.
can discuss with other people.
Yeah.
but He's tagged.
And I guess my Buccaneers are one of the teams.
Oh, that's good because you didn't get the other guy.
No, did not get Derek Carr. You're right.
But
And
he is in the
I
division, though.
hate that he's in the division.
Uh huh.
Hate that.
That's why I
Two
wanted to
reasons.
get your thoughts on that.
Two reasons.
Yep.
The Saints are better now with him,
They are a lot better.
and I hate rooting against him because I like Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but he's the enemy now.
He's the enemy now.
He's the enemy now. He's a bum.
Hopefully hopefully you got your boy Kyle Trask back there and see if you can.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
See
I
what
don't know.
happens,
I don't
man.
know what they're going to do. I think the draft will tell us more.
Yeah.
Because there's rumors that they're going to draft Anthony Richardson, but he's moving up now.
Yeah, he is moving up after that combine performance.
Yeah. So he may
Man,
not be
he
there.
looked
for
good.
them.
He looked good.
Yeah.
He might have moved.
I wouldn't mind if,
field as
and I don't even know if this is what his initials stand for, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to say that's what they stand for.
Okay.
I wouldn't be too upset if one Carter John Stroud fell down to the Buccaneers.
Carter yeah, the odds of that happening are the odds of me going to the NBA, Tim.
Wow. Okay, so he's not falling to the Buccaneers. Sign Lamar Jackson.
There you go.
Or you know what?
See,
we'll live with Kyle Trask and
Yeah,
it'll be
baby.
okay.
Hey, I'll start rooting for those Bucks and Kyle Trask.
Better
man.
than that stinking rumor article I read a couple days ago that said, could the Buccaneers reunite with Jameis Winston?
It could happen, Tim. It could happen.
Becky had to call Tommy, and he had to come get me off the roof of the terminal tower. Are you kidding me?
He's gonna be a free agent.
Are you
Tim.
kidding
They're
me?
gonna cut him. He's gonna be a free
Jameis
agent.
Winston?
Yeah, he might
Might
be
as
an
well,
option.
they might as well just go inside Doug Williams. He's like 65.
Call Tom Brady.
I'd
Call
rather
Tom
have Doug
Brady.
Williams.
Call Tom Brady.
Oh
again.
my gosh.
Do what the Saints do with Drew Brees every year. Call Tom Brady.
Yeah,
again.
really. Yeah. But, so, okay, that's enough NFL talk. F the NFL. We're done with that.
F the NFL. Let's get on to the best sport in the world.
Baseball.
Why don't we?
Or as I said in my language I made up when I was a kid,
Yeah?
Chris Bob.
Chris Bob.
Chris Bob.
Alright. Chris Bob.
Okay. So, we got 21 days.
Woo!
Yes.
Yeah!
Until the
Yeah!
Cleveland Guardians
Yeah!
open up in that godforsaken Seattle against that
Oh, boy.
overrated Rodriguez guy.
Yeah.
And
Overrated.
the Mariners.
He said that overrated Rodriguez guy.
I heard that Cy Spaniard's injured. Is he injured or is he going to start?
I don't
Their
know.
first baseman, Cy Spaniard.
Oh. I don't know.
Some people call him Ty France.
Yeah. Jeez, I never heard that before. You threw me off there a little
I
bit.
just made it up.
Oh,
I
okay.
just did that.
Yeah, it threw me off a little bit.
Yeah. Who says I can't think fast?
Oh, jeez.
I can't. But so, was he injured? Didn't you say he was hurt? Or no,
that
didn't they
was-
say last
that
year?
was
which
last year.
Okay, he struggled in the second half.
Yeah.
He didn't struggle against the Guardians in the second half.
No. Just in general.
They could have called it Babe Ruth France against the Guardians.
Yeah.
That's why I can't stand him. If he had been terrible against the Guardians, I'd be like, oh, I like that guy. He's not bad. So,
No, his power just jumps up to Babe Ruth status.
well, he does have good power.
Well, he always does,
He
but
does,
when
yeah.
he's faced the Guardians, he's a different
Oh my
monster.
God, you're right. He is.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so they go to Seattle for 3 to open. Then they go to Oakland. That could be, you think about this, that could be the last time they ever play in Oakland.
Yeah. Yeah, that is
I believe
true.
the lease ends this year.
Really?
I think it does.
Yeah.
So that could be it. They could be somewhere else next year.
Yeah.
There's no way they're getting a stadium in Oakland. They're just not. Come on, this has been an issue, like, basically my entire life.
Yeah. Which would make that my entire life.
Yeah. Twice as long as you've been alive.
Yeah.
More than that. Yeah. So yeah, it's been always been an issue. And it's not that you don't have good fans; it's that their fans get sick of the terrible ownership and the city government that just it's I don't know.
Yeah.
So they go to Oakland then for 3, and then they come home in 30 days from now. They come home and they play Seattle for 3 more.
Oh, okay.
Get done with Seattle.
Yeah, let's get
early,
Seattle
yeah.
out of here early.
And then they play 3 against the Yankees.
Here we go. Get the Yankees in early.
Yeah, get that done too. They have 27 games in April. Woo. March and April. I got the schedule here. They got like I said, they open against Seattle. We're gonna make predictions here. What their April record is. 3 in Seattle, 3 in Oakland, 3 at home against Seattle, 3 against New York, 3 in Washington, 3 in Detroit, 3 in Miami, which however you say it. Some people say Miami, some people say Miami.
Yeah.
I'm a
Okay.
Miami.
Oh, okay. You sound more like a Miami.
I think John Cooper would be a Miami. So Miami, and then they go to Colorado. And that's another one too. Colorado. That's another one. And then they finish up the month of April. They come home from Miami and Colorado. Then they finish up the month of April in Boston.
I
Boston.
was just thinking that in my head. Boston. I was
Boston.
thinking about Boston.
They play the Dead Sox in Boston. Dead Sox. So 27 games. Shane Bieber's your opener against Seattle. In Seattle, at it says 4:10 now. Or no, that's here. It's 10:10. So that's a 4-game series.
Oh, all
In
right.
Seattle.
Wow.
So it's 28 games in April. How did I not see that? I went over the
What
schedule
happened?
earlier. Like it's ridiculous.
Oh, jeez.
That was my mistake. Here we go.
Now we're back to even.
Yeah, we're even. So 28 games. There's only been one April. I'll throw this out there. There's only been one April since Francona's been manager that they've been over 500, and that year they didn't make the playoffs. Yeah,
Well,
yeah. So that was, I believe, 2019, pre-pandemic.
yeah.
They really collapsed on the end there.
Yeah,
They ran out of
Yeah,
it.
they ran out of
They had
juice.
lazy Lindor still. And, So, what do you got? 28 games.
That's number 2. You passed me up.
I did.
Oh,
But
jeez.
would it be a show if I didn't?
No.
No, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't be Josh and Tim Talk
Yeah,
Sports without
that's
it.
for sure. So, what do you got?
All right, so I think in the month of April, they're either going to be really hot or they're not. You like that one? Okay. So I think
Isn't there an ESPN show like that? Hot or Not? There's
probably,
something.
probably, but I mean, I just feel it. I think they're gonna be hot. Okay. So what I'm thinking we're gonna go 17 and 11.
Wow. 17 and 11? Wow. This is one of those times where I'm not going to be the more optimistic of the people. I'm going to predict 16 and 14 or 16 and 12.
Okay.
16 and
Okay.
14 would be impossible because it's been 28. 16 and 12 because they don't get off to great starts with Francona, but if you look at this schedule,
That's what I'm saying.
aside from Seattle, who's supposed to be good again, New York, who's they're good. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That is it.
Yep.
So they basically could lose what 10 games, all 10 games to those teams, and still be over 500.
Mm-hmm.
For the I don't think they will lose all. If they and you think about this is going to happen. Say they go 1-3 in Seattle, and then they go 1-2 in Oakland, where they've struggled.
Yeah.
Okay, and they come home 2-5. Oh, it's over.
It's over.
It's over before they play their first game at home. The Browns could come home 0-3. They're still going to win the division.
I was waiting for the Browns comment.
Well,
I was waiting for it.
come.
I was waiting.
You know it had to come. I don't know if I ever told you this. The David Glazer, who I covered the captains with all those years, he once said in the press box, Tim, you could relate anything to negative for the Browns. There could be a bombing in the Middle East, and you would blame the Browns. I said, I probably could figure out a way to blame them. I probably could, yeah. So,
Yeah.
So you said 17-11. I
Yes.
said 16 and 12.
Yes.
So we'll see how we do with that.
Yeah.
We're getting near the end. We're getting near 30 minutes.
Which means I'm getting excited.
We're at 27 and 40 right now.
I'm getting excited.
So now we're going to go to the bad joke of the week.
Let's see what happens here. I'm ready.
We need to get somebody to do a drum roll for us.
Oh man.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I got you, Tim.
All right. Here we go. So, I don't know if you heard this, Josh, but scientists recently found a clam alive that was born the same year as Abraham Lincoln. Stunningly, it was born around the same year as Abraham Lincoln. Amazingly, it also talked. Okay?
Okay.
And when they asked him what his secret to longevity was, you know what he said?
Go on.
I've stayed away from theaters. Well,
Okay. We need to bring in more bad jokes. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Okay.
only if Abe had known. So
That's good stuff. That's good
the
stuff.
clam is smart.
I like it. I like it.
So that's the bad joke of the week.
Woo.
And I think that's it for this week. We're going to get under 30 minutes.
There we go.
So I'm Tim Shire,
I'm Josh Dome.
and we'll see you next week.